Hi, good evening.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me? You can unmute and say,
Yes, good evening. Very good.
can you all hear me?
Good evening. You are very much audible.
All right, great. Thank you, Rajiv. So let's get started. Just want a quick feedback from each one of you. You can unmute and say, what is your experience over last 24 hours? Could you see some opportunities for you to build your confidence than you had been 24 hours before? Could you see anything for yourself? Please unmute and share.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Rajiv, tell me. Yeah, hi, Sharath. Hi,
Hi,
Kapil.
good evening.
A quick share from you. If there was at all any difference that you noticed, confidence level, since we had this workshop last night.
As far I'm concerned,
I can't hear you
I
guys.
can say one thing that I'm not audible. My voice is not clear. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah. So,
Okay, fine.
yeah, so Sharath, Rajiv, and Kapil, please share if you have noticed any kind of difference in your confidence level in last 24 hours.
To be very frankly, I have not figured out the things actually as here the festival
Take a
season.
resolve that I will do. I have the fixed couple of things, and I just wanted to focus with them. And on the basis of urgency and important. This is urgent and this is important.
Hmm.
And due to some other things that the from the other side the things could not materialize, but from my side I was very clear with my agenda today
Mhm.
that this is the thing which I am going to meet, and I have prepared my day.
Okay. So if I ask you one question, that how many of you can actually see that you can actually create extra 1 hour for yourself? Extra 1 hour makes a lot. How many of you could actually see that it is possible for you? There is some background noise coming up. Can you please
I have
mute your
shared I have shared this link to my three of my friends, but they have not yet joined.
fair enough,
Anyway,
no issues. Okay. All
There
right.
was some background noise coming from your end.
No, it's not from my end. Yeah, we have managed it. Anyway, so let's get going. And we have something very interesting to share today. Very, very interesting. So here we go. So let us do a quick recap of whatever we have gone through yesterday. Who is my most challenging competitor? So we are very clear about it that I am my most challenging competitor. And then how I can set my priorities efficiently, and we focused on this UI matrix. And we discovered that if we can focus our attention more on urgent and important things instead of not urgent and not important things, then it is easier for us to improve our confidence level easily, because we can see that we are actually doing a lot of work, you know. And this UI matrix is also famous as Eisenhower matrix. Why it is famous as Eisenhower matrix? Who was Eisenhower? Eisenhower was the 34th president of United States, known for his high output and organization. He is said to have arranged his obligations so that only the important and urgent matters came across his desk. This is exactly what we can do for ourselves also. According to him, he used to say, I have two kinds of problems, the urgent and the important. The urgent are not important and the important are never urgent. So based on that, he came out with this idea of urgent important matrix. And yesterday we focused our attention primarily on the last quadrant, which is delete, that how many of the distractions we can delete that are coming in our way to become more effective in our communication, more effective in our performance. And the homework was to figure out how you can use this whole thing consciously. We started with phone calls, as yesterday I was sharing with you, that any call which is not coming to you back to back, you can avoid those calls. And if you actually figure out that if there are 100 calls coming in your way, there may be only 4 or 5 calls which are actually urgent and important for you. And if you just attend those calls, you can save time on the remaining 95 calls. And those 95 calls are no small numbers. Even if they take, so on an average 1.5 to 2 minutes, you can easily save at least 1 hour for yourself. It's not about saving, it's like creating that 1 hour for yourself. Like you are not taking that call. Okay, what you can also do, you can fix certain hours of taking calls or looking at your WhatsApp messages. So if you fix up those hours, then you can also create more time for yourself. And that way, you can focus on the things which are urgent and important for you. And these are the works, these are kind of activities which are like clear deadlines and significant consequences if not completed in a timely fashion. We can also do one thing, like the way I do is I create a chit. I put all the things that I am supposed to do for the day. And as I keep on doing it, I just keep on marking them with a red ink or a pink ink pen. And that way I feel more excited about my confidence level that, okay, I have completed this also, I have completed this also, I have completed this also, like that. Okay. Now let's move on and figure out what we can do else to improve our confidence level. All right. So here we go. This is very, very important and very, very interesting as well. How can I improve my performance? So if you can notice that you are improving your performance, it is easier for you to build your confidence anyway. And how we can do it? By being a better version of myself than I was yesterday. Okay, just stay here. Whatever I am sharing here, just stay here. You can close your eyes and you can visualize what this message is being given to you, being passed on to you. Just close your eyes and experience that you are becoming a better version of yourself. And if that actually happens, then how life would be for you? Will it actually help you improve your confidence level? Think about it. Close your eyes. Think about it for a minute. You can see clearly where are the areas where you can make yourself a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. You do not need to go much beyond the past. Yesterday is good enough. If you can become someone better than your yesterday, your confidence level will automatically go up. You do not need any external motivation to improve your confidence level. Just think about it. Close your eyes. Okay, can you see that happening? If you can see that happening, just say yes in the chat box. Just write it in the chat box that if you can see that happening, that if even there is a significant improvement in your performance over it was last day, it was yesterday, you will naturally feel confident about it. You will naturally feel confident about you and you can actually experience that confidence in you. Can you see that? Okay. All right. So now what is who else is there? Others are there. I just request you to share your views also. See, remember, this is a workshop and this workshop is for you. If you have taken out your time and you have figured that this is urgent and important for you and you are in this workshop right now, better be there in the workshop, not just like participating or just being there and listening. Okay, be in action. So let us proceed. How I can improve my performance. So the best way to do it is being a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. The next question which automatically comes up is, how can I become a better version of myself? Isn't it? I want you to write in the chat box how you think you can become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. You take your time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, write in the chat box how you can become a better version of yourself. See, writing is very interesting and important. It is not just like saying. When you write, what happens, your brain coordinates with your physical system. It coordinates with your physiology. And whatever is coming from your fingers, your brain is actually giving instructions to your fingers to do that. So there is a mind-body coordination, which is very, very interesting in this case. Yeah, so improve my skills and health. Okay, I joined a bit late. Don't worry, Manjit. The whole focus that we are having right now is how I can become a better version of myself. To improve our performance level, to improve our confidence level, we figured out that one of the ways to do that is to become a better version of myself. So then naturally, the next question is, how can I become a better version of myself? Yeah, so Rajiv is saying, following 3 principles of IIM, we will come to IIM later. Right now, what other ways you can see that you can become a better version of myself? Think about only one area where you can improve yourself, become a better version of yourself, particularly in one area, just one area. Any area where you can actually see that if you become a better version of yourself in that area, your confidence level will automatically go up. By doing yoga, meditation daily. Okay, very good. One area of managing time efficiently. Okay, as I told you yesterday, you have no scope to manage your time. It looks like you are managing your time, but you have no scope because time is something which is there for you right now. You do not know what's going to happen 2 minutes after this, and you have no idea what has happened 2 minutes before it, and you have no control of it. Okay, so I have stopped saying I will try. Oh, this is lovely, Sharath. Wonderful. Yeah. So anything, any area, any specific area where you can see that if you become a better version of yourself in that particular area, just one area you pick up, and it will naturally boost your confidence. And if you have done that today, you are automatically feeling confident about it, that yes, I can do it. Okay. Anything that is coming to your mind where you have not reaction. Okay, yeah, this is very good, not reacting. Absolutely. This is actually a gift, like if whatever comes in your life, instead of reacting, if you respond, you can make, like, you can stay in full control of yourself. This is very good, Manjit. Okay, anything else before we proceed? Keep positive in every situation. Yeah, very good, very good. See, when I take these sessions, what is interesting for me is I keep on looking at my watch so that I know that I have only this much time left to deliver this session. So that is also interesting for me. And that's why I keep these sessions precisely for 39 minutes. Not only that, in these presentations or workshops, I use my personal Zoom account, which is a free account. So naturally, I cannot go beyond 39 minutes. The ones which I deliver in a more professional way, I use my business account for that. So this is one way of keeping myself to the point in action within a given time frame. And this is really interesting. You can really improve a lot on this. Okay, so let's carry on and let us figure out how I can become a better version of myself. Now, this is my way of looking at things, and this is exactly what I do. So can you see what I have put on the screen?
Yeah, how I can improve performance.
Yeah, so now next question is, how can I become a better version of myself? This is where the whole thing comes up, that you become a best student of IIM. So IIM, whatever you know till date, it has different meaning. Most of us, we know IIM as Indian Institute of Management, right? Now imagine how will you behave with a person who is the best student of IIM? आप उसके साथ कैसे बर्ताव करोगे? Just write in the chat box. If the best student of IIM comes in front of you, best student means he's the topper of IIM. Say example, he's the topper of IIM Ahmedabad. आप उसको साथ कैसे ट्रीट करोगे अपने आप उसको कैसे डील करोगे अपने लाइफ में? Think about that. So that person comes to you, he says that, okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes of my precious time. How it would be for you? The best student of IIM, if that person gives time to you. Just imagine that. So this is the opportunity for you and how you can be that. Now, the way I look at it is very, very interesting. And the first I in this case stands for integrity. So you maintain integrity with yourself. That means at least whatever you promise to yourself, you keep that promise with yourself. So for example, if you promise that, okay, tomorrow I will do this or today I will do this. And if you just do this, you can see that you have done something and you can put a tick on it. You know, there are many things which may appear very simple to you, very unusual for you. You may think that ye kaun si badi baat hai, ye to main roz hi karta hu. Okay. Even if those are the things, you just put them in writing so that at least you can see there are a lot of ticks. And those ticks will give you an idea to yourself that you are confident enough to do things that you have planned in your way. Okay. So the first I is for integrity. The second I is for inspiration. So if you are integrating in with yourself, do you need inspiration from any external source? Just type in the chat box. If you are in integrity with yourself, if you are doing whatever you are promising yourself, do you need anybody to inspire you? Do you need any external source to inspire you? Yes or no? If you are delivering whatever you are promising to yourself, I'm not talking about promising to anybody else. Yeah. So if you are maintaining integrity with yourself, do you need anybody to inspire you? You are good enough to inspire you because you can see that, buddy, I can do whatever I say. Most people out there, in fact, 99 out of 100 people who are out there, they are not in integrity at all. आप वहां पे जाके, if you are looking for an endorsement for inspire you, you are basically talking to someone who doesn't know what he is doing and what he is supposed to do in this case when you're asking that person to inspire you. Okay, so if you are in integrity with yourself, you actually inspire you right away, straightforward. And if you can do these two things, the third thing becomes very natural, and that is motivation. And you are good enough to motivate you. Now tell me one thing, if you are good enough to motivate you, do you need anybody else to tell you whether you need to improve your confidence or not? Integrity means in lay terms is just promising whatever you want, you are delivering, what you're supposed to deliver. If you say, I will do it at this time, you will just do that at that time. If you tell somebody that, okay, tomorrow at this time, I am going to meet you, you make sure that you are meeting that person at that time. That's what integrity is all about. If you are unable to meet that person, you can call that person 1 hour before or 2 hours before to tell them that you are unable to meet that person, so that that person doesn't need to wait for you. If you are supposed to be in a meeting, you be there on time, maybe before time, so that after some time, people will start worrying that, okay, if I am late, then I will be thinking like I might get demotivated. तो मुझे तो किसी भी हालत में वहां पे पहुंचना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये तो पहले से आ जाएगा, इसने अगर बोल दिया आएगा तो ये तो आ ही जाएगा. Okay, so that is what integrity is all about. Now tell me one thing, if you are in integrity with yourself and you are good enough to inspire you, do you really need anybody to motivate you?
No.
I am talking about simple things. See, you might have read many books, you might have attended many workshops. Whatever I share is things which are actually very simple. In fact, whatever you are studying, reading, watching all these YouTube videos, if you really want to make them applicable or useful for you, you need to work on them. You actually need to act. Now, if you want to act, that inspiration has to come from inside. Like, for example, I am sharing this information with you. I cannot inspire or motivate you to follow this. I can only tell you this is how it works. It works for me that way. I have done it this way. I have got results out of it. If you follow this, you can also get results. जरूरी नहीं कि इससे आपको रिजल्ट मिलने ही वाला है, हो सकता है इससे और भी बेहतर ऑप्शंस हैं. You keep yourself motivated to achieve the goals that you wish to achieve. But this is the easiest way. It is actually the easiest way to do whatever you want to do in your life. If you can do this, buddy, I am telling you, you can do anything. So if you notice that the way I deliver my workshops, this is not about something where I'm giving you gyan. I'm only sharing my own experiences, that this is what I have done so far. I have applied it so many times that now I am confident enough to tell you that this works because it is working for me. So do you see for yourself that at least if you follow this, it will work for you also? I just want to see that. How many of you can actually see that? That if you just follow this simple principle of becoming the best student of IIM, you do not need any external source to motivate you. You do not need anybody else to inspire you. You are good enough to tell yourself that I am confident enough. Can you see that? How many of you can see that actually? So I want to see some yes. Okay, Manjit is saying me, Sharath is saying yes. Who else? Good. Nawaz is also. Nawaz, I am very happy to see you today. You are logging in from Australia, and it's a big pleasure for me that you are attending my workshop. You know, it's a blessing for me.
Today in India, and that's why it's convenient for me to attend. In Australia, it becomes the middle of the night. That's why I've had a 1 year's gap from you all. I've just come back to India.
So nice of you. It's a blessing for me that you are attending my program.
Yeah,
today.
yours is the first one I'm attending.
Thank you so much being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm having goosebumps, honestly.
My pleasure, and I'm so happy to be here myself.
Okay, guys.
One question, if I may. 8
Yes,
o'clock, we are having a session with Manoj today, or is it only on Wednesday?
It was only on Wednesday. It happened yesterday only.
Ah, okay.
It's every fortnight.
Not every Wednesday.
Not every Wednesday. It's every alternate Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, my today's presentation actually ends here. So now you have all the time to ask me whatever questions you have, whatever clarity you need. We have plenty of time.
This is a very, very good example of KISS. Keep it short and sweet. That way it is most powerful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So it's open to all of you. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Wow, it's really amazing. It's really wonderful, short and crisp, and absolute clarity. With absolute clarity, it's up to us how to implement it rather, and really it will work magic.
Okay. So how do you think you can apply it for yourself?
I have the biggest thing is integrity. I have to show the highest level of integrity with myself.
Yeah. So how can you show
Rest
that?
things will follow.
Can you see
Rest
it
things will
happening
follow.
in any one area of your life where you can actually apply it right now?
Yes, so many things. I can tell you like that phone calls and all that. I am honestly speaking that today I have particularly followed that thing, and any whichever phone call I have attended today, that was the second time I picked the phone, not the first time. And there were so many calls which I never picked up because it was only first time, and I said, okay, if he requires me, he will call me again. And it's a pleasure, really speaking.
Good. See, best student of IIM is a very powerful tool. Very, very powerful. It is
Yes.
so powerful that the more you apply it, the more you will experience that what difference it can make in your life.
Exactly.
Yes, Rajiv, Manjit, today we have Shilpa with us. Shilpa is logging in from Germany. Shilpa, thank you so much for being in the session today.
Sir,
Yes,
may I ask
Kapil.
one question?
Yes, Rajiv, please. You should.
Does integrity is related with selfishness?
Okay, why this question is coming to your mind, that how it is related to selfishness?
Suppose you have some work for yourself, and
Say
there are so many.
Say I have some work for myself.
I have some work for myself.
Yeah.
And in my life, there are many dependency of myself also regarding my families, some friends regarding that, old age parents like that. But sometimes I am not able to manage what I have to do. Suppose I have given some words and I have to follow that word regarding job or anything for myself. But somehow I get stuck in managing others life also, which are impacting on my life also.
Okay.
So in that case, if I am selfish, then I can do some those work which are relevant to me only. Otherwise I have to manage other work only in that case. So selfishness is related with integrity, or it is can be managed with others work
Okay,
also.
let me share this screen with you once again, okay? Hold on. This one. See, if you your step one is to identify which are the job which are urgent and important for you. So figuring out things which are urgent and important for you is not selfishness at all. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever coming in your way, you just to figure out okay, out of these 4 quadrants where it is actually falling into. Even if you go to the previous one, you need to figure out where it is falling, whether it's an urgent and important, or not urgent but important, or urgent but not important, and not urgent and not important. You know, once you put it here, then you focus on the one which is urgent and important for you. So yeah, if you talk about that by integrity, we have to be selfish. I would say yes. If selfishness brings you to integrity, I am in favor of it. If being selfish gives you an access to focusing on the urgent and important tasks in your life, I'm in favor of it. People are selfish. So if you can use selfishness towards something which empowers you, which gives you more clarity in your life, I'm in favor of it. Make sense?
Perfect.
Pinaki, I have a question here. Like you said that, means this selfishness is not is right, right? So
I didn't say that.
But
I didn't say selfishness is right. Neither is a selfishness is wrong. I said if selfishness can empower you to do something better in your life, at least to figure out the things which are urgent and important for you, then I am in favor of selfishness. In fact, you have to be selfish. If you do not put time for yourself, bloody how you are going to manage the rest of your life? Tell me. अपने लिए समय तो निकालना पड़ेगा. You have to be selfish to take out me time for yourself, so that you can work on yourself. Yes, Nawaz, please.
Yeah, I'd like to say something here. That it's just that you need to develop the skill of when to say yes and when to say no. You know, you doubt and your confidence is not 100%, and you feel, what will they think of me? And this is the biggest challenge everybody faces. Log kya kahenge is the biggest rogue. Yeah, so you can say it better in Hindi. Sabse bada rog kya kahenge log, something like that. So, you know, so you need to know when to say no to people. And if you can confidently say no, because most people come to you not because they need your help, they just think that, ye to kar dega. You see, they will not make an effort or find ways of what they can do themselves. And sometimes, in fact, you're doing them a favor by saying no, which will help them to do it themselves and help them to grow in their own lives. So
Okay.
it's very important
Got it.
to know that distinction, and that is not selfishness.
Yeah. Saying
Thank
no
you.
is
I
a way of
felt
life, saying no is an art of
like
life.
contributing to this point.
Yeah, Nawaz, you are very right. Saying no, in fact, I do workshop or single day workshop. Single day means it's a 49-minute workshop again, where you learn how to say no such a way so that the other person is not feeling offended and your job is still done.
Yes.
And it's possible.
Yes, very much.
In fact, that is a part of my series, which is I'm just doing right up in the month of April. That transformation, like transforming your life in 49 minutes. It's a
Pinaki,
wonderful-
lovely. Let me know.
Yeah,
I
I'll share
loved
the details.
today's
Yeah, sure,
session
Nawaz.
too.
I'll share the details.
Thank you.
Yeah, any more question? We have 8 minutes with us.
Yes, so you said that, like, what in first point, so that like, whatever we promise to ourselves, sometimes we can't keep that,
Mhm.
right? So it's not always like we can keep those that promise which we made to ourselves.
Yeah, replace we with me. If me with I. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot do I promise. Huh?
Yes, whatever
Focus
I
on yourself.
promise.
Yeah, yeah.
So in that case, like, because I decide something, but then one way or other way, like, due to many reasons, I'm unable to fulfill that promise to myself also. And
So,
like, the thing is, like, I do feel sometimes guilty, but on the other side, I think that okay, no problem, I will keep it. I will fulfill it. I will make my promise, fulfill my promise, which I have done to myself in the next couple of days or months.
Manjit, the beauty is you just start using that UI matrix. If you start using that UI
Okay.
matrix, life will be simpler for you. Within a week, I'm telling you, within a week, you will be in a much comfortable position, comfortable zone. That's a guarantee.
I got it.
That's a guarantee from me. And if you want to make it work for you, just pay me 10,000 rupees, wait for 7 days, and if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, I will refund you the money.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to put something at stake, then you will work towards it. That's how it works.
Okay.
Really great.
Okay.
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
And if there is
Actually,
nothing
our
at stake-
productive.
Yes, Nawaz, please.
I wanted to say that in the 24 hours in the day, as Pinaki Ray said something very important. I don't know how many of you registered that first sentence of integrity. It is to write it down, what you need to do, and then tick it off. It's not keeping it in your mind. So when you
Perfect.
write it down, you're taking it through the 4 quadrants. And after you write down your tasks, you take them through the 4 quadrants and prioritize them. Prioritizing is most important. So if the one with the lowest priority, you have not been able to complete for the day, you have nothing to feel guilty about because your most precious and prioritized tasks have been completed. You just take them over on the next day and give it the top priority if it so deserves.
Okay. Fine.
And therefore you don't waste time. You maximize and utilize your time to the optimum capacity.
Yes. You know, Nawaz is a motivational speaker and she's a coach and she has written so many books and she is almost close to her 80s and she still looks so young and she's a motivation for me for a long time and she's motivation for even my trainers. Okay. And you just can't imagine what kind of wavelengths and frequencies and those
Pinaki ji,
and she's carrying with
what-
herself. Okay.
Pinaki ji,
Yes.
one of my friends from Assam, whom I have shared the link,
Yeah.
just shared his on WhatsApp that he's not able to join. I said,
Okay.
okay, no issues. Next time we'll join.
I'll share this recording so he can access the recording.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough.
No,
Any
no
more
issues.
questions?
Fine,
We have
fine.
still 4 minutes.
Thank you,
plus.
Pinaki, for edifying me, but it's a pleasure to be here on this Zoom.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We also have Shilpa with us. Shilpa is from Germany. She's a yoga teacher. She's a yoga mentor. And she's also doing lot of work. And again, she's also one of those great people who maintain a down-to-earth approach towards life. Yeah. So anybody have any more questions? We still have 3.5 minutes.
I think
3
I'll
minutes,
say thank you and take your leave.
Thank you, Nawaz. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take your phone.
But how to get that confidence and courage to prioritize that?
You don't need confidence or courage, just need to do it.
Okay.
They will come. Confidence and courage will follow.
Yeah, exactly. See, that is the
Right.
purpose. The whole objective of this workshop is to how to improve your confidence, how to build your confidence. Tell me
But one
one
thing is sure, they say
how,
this,
on a
my
scale
friend
of
is saying,
0 to 10, what was your confidence level 2 days before? Yesterday, till 7 o'clock yesterday, before you were in the first session. On a scale of
This
0
is
to
my
10.
first. This is my first session.
This is your first one. So did you review the recording?
No, actually, I didn't get time yesterday because I have office. So,
Okay.
but Rajiv told me that it's a very good session, so
Okay.
I must join it.
Okay, so I would request you to watch that previous session also. But even if you haven't watched the previous session, forget. My only question is that before you were in this session, what was your confidence level on a scale of 0 to 10?
Like 6, I can say.
6, you can say. Could you see that you can make it 7? There's a possibility you can make it 7 by following these simple steps.
Yeah, sure. I'm feeling that.
Alright, see, tomorrow is a day where we will be actually doing something very interesting. We will be sharing our experiences of whatever we have done as we have learned from these 2 days. कल और आज हमने जो सीखा उसको हमने कैसे अप्लाई किया and whether we could actually see that we are in a position to improve our confidence level. I would also request you to at least bring one person with you in tomorrow's program. And this person
Sure, I will do that.
This person will be somebody जिसको हम बोलते हैं your partner in progress.
wow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So partner in progress के लिए एक step पहले जाना पड़ेगा and to figure out your partner in learning. I call it your true learning partner, TLP. उसका मैंने गाइडलाइन दिया है ग्रुप में, अगर आपने देखा है तो ठीक है, नहीं तो I will share it once again, or you can take it from Rajiv because Rajiv is already there in the group. So you follow that to figure out that who can be your true partner in learning.
Okay.
उनको आप इस प्रोग्राम में लाइए, and then tomorrow we'll share something which will be so powerful for you that you have to eventually convert that person into your partner in progress. Ideally, this person should not be from your family. This person is out of your family, maybe your friend, your colleague, or some acquaintance.
Today I brought Manjeet.
Yeah, Manjeet just told me, so naturally I got it from there that you are on the track. So Rajiv, how it is for you? Like how, we have only 1 minute left. What was your confidence level when you were in the program yesterday and where it is right now?
It is quite good, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being here.